Before we begin, remember to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell button to get updates on upcoming video from Estate 123.
Okay, and we are live. Okay.
Yeah.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for your time again to join our session today. And today we have a very special guest from Smplrspace. Okay. So before we start, just want to give a quick introduction about this session. So we are going to talk about interactive 3D floor plan that engage and convert home buyers. So how do we do that? And that's where we invited the CEO of Smplrspace, Wanlyn. Hi, Wanlyn.
Hi. Hi, Wei Yong. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for your time to join us. So today we have our agents and our viewers from all around Malaysia to view and learn how they can actually make use of the 3D floor plan to help them to engage and convert home buyers for them. Okay, so over to you, Wanlyn.
Yeah, sure. Maybe I start with a quick, introduction about why, we started this company, Smplrspace. So my co-founder and I, we lived and worked in a few different cities. And so each time we had to, buy and rent properties. And we realized one thing, on a lot of property listings, we saw commonly, photos. And then sometimes we had videos, virtual tours, not very often pre-COVID. But one thing that was quite often missing was actually layout information. So we sometimes had 2D floor plans. Most of the times we didn't. And then sometimes the 2D floor plans, if they were there, they are not updated. So the space has been renovated, but we're still seeing the original, which is why we showed up for many, many viewing appointments. And the moment we arrived, we knew that, that space is just not for us. It's a big waste of time for the agents who have to make it there, for ourselves, and then as well for the homeowners if they're still living there and they have to open their houses, which is why we came up with this concept for Smplrspace, which are interactive 3D floor plans that can be very easily created, no training provided. So now I'm gonna do a screen share and bring on some slides. Let me know when you see the first slide.
Okay.
All right, so Smplrspace. So here you have 2D floor plans, which everyone is used to. And instead of that, at Smplrspace, we have interactive 3D floor plans. So you can see very clear and transparent layout information, how the outdoor and indoor elements come together, how natural lights comes into the space. Look at, each floor, if it's a multi-story, floor by floor, as well as the different furniture layouts. So if this looks like a great unit, you can also access the information of the attending agent, as well as a quick summary of the unit. So how do your clients receive the 3D floor plans? It's via a short link. So a short link with a small image preview of the space itself. And our 3D floor plans are extremely light and fast loading. So the agent with the 3D floor plan can embed on the website if they have. They can send to clients to view on mobile, no download is required. And they can also include the 3D on their listing. So here we have a 3D embedded on Estate 123's, which is a leading Malaysia platform. Right, and so I want to bring you guys through a few use cases that our early users have actually used Smplrspace for. Maybe one or two or all of them might be applicable to you. So the first would be to reduce design bias. So if you've noticed, our 3D floor plans are all white. They reflect really the potential of the space as well as what it could be, and basically lets the home buyers, immerse themselves in the space without considering, what's presently in there. Why? Because a lot of properties, especially on the resale market, when they're old or when they are furnished in a very specific way, I mean, the photo here is like hot pink wall, right? So if you're not into hot pink wall, you could look at the property with a good level of bias, and this really distracts from the real potential of the unit. Next would be when the space has been renovated and modified, agents have no way to modify the 2D floor plan. So what you see here is a real, actually 2D floor plan that has been manually scribbled and edited. So with Smplrspace, you can very easily reflect the layout in its most up-to-date form. Next, we've showcased already a multi-story. Currently, the status quo for multi-story properties is for an agent to upload 2 or 3 floor plans and let the home buyers piece that together in their minds. So, with our floor plans, first, with our Smplrspace 3D floor plan, you can view all the different levels in a single 3D model, but the client can also view floor by floor and see, the different rooms on each floor, how the space comes together. And the last would be, we've actually had a few agents use our 3D studio to simulate layouts to prospect different client groups. So what you're actually seeing here is a 3-bedroom unit that has been modified to create a bachelor pad, a family home, as well as even a prospective, let's say, rental unit where the client wanted to invest and then rent out all 6 bedrooms as student dorms. So the main point that, for us is to make the creation of the 3D really easy, fast, and really flexible such that it can fit many, many different use cases. So that's what we are
Sorry,
about.
Wanlyn.
Yeah.
Can I just have the part where you mentioned you can show multiple floors, right? So it means if let's say I have one property which is a double story or a 3-story, I can use a single plan, and then I can create the stories for that particular property.
Yes, definitely. So you just have to create the 3D like floor by floor, but the final result, you can view the whole the multi-stories in a single 3D model, and you can also view floor by floor. Let me bring you back to the first slide, actually,
All right.
and then you will see. So this is a double story, right?
Yeah.
But here you can view both floors in a single 3D. And then on the bottom left, you can see L1, L2, that's level 1, level 2. So you can also view each floor separately. So in case you have a 7 or 8-story building, this is going to be fantastic.
Okay.
We've also worked on a house before with 4 floors and a basement car park, and that was really it really gave the prospective clients a much better idea, of the layout, how the stairs are connecting the different floors. There were even some houses with stairwells, with light wells in the middle of the house, and when you view that on the 2D floor plan, that's just not easy to piece together, right? So here with the 3D, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, I see it's very smooth. So is there any requirement very like the computer have to be very high end, or any computer can use this kind of software?
No, any computer will do. We would recommend Google Chrome instead of Safari, for example, for performance reasons, but you can use, it works on computer, desktop, anything. Basically, you can just sketch on the go.
So that means there's no software required to install. I can just straight away go to your website, register already, I can start creating the floor plan without installing any software.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's even better.
Yeah, in fact, I'm going to do a demo of a 3D creation. So yeah, we can see how it's done. I'm using a laptop just like anyone else. So yeah, just then you can see very clearly how easy it is.
Yes, it'll be good.
Right. Maybe I can pull up a listing right here. Can you see this one?
Yes. Yeah.
So this is a listing of I think a 3-bedroom apartment by J. Atza on Estate 123. This is located in Selangor. Its name is Vista Indah. He hasn't got much photos. Photos really help when you're creating the 3D because then you can, estimate the dimensions of the windows. That's really important, but never mind. The agent would know. So I'm just going to simulate the dimensions very quickly. So here we've got 2D floor plan. The unit that we're going to create today is the one on the left. So I've already downloaded that. So now I'm going to show you. So this is where you create the space, basically. So create a new space. And the name of the property is Vista Indah. And I'm going to very quickly copy just some information about the space. It's 960 square feet. All of this can be amended afterwards, so not to worry. Right. And right here, there is a link to the listing. So I'm going to copy the link as well and put it right here. And then create space.
Right.
And then we are in the studio.
Okay. So don't have to install anything. That's the most important thing for any software these days.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, very basic requirements. So now I'm gonna upload the floor plan. So I'm gonna zoom in because it's a little bit small. And I mean, I'm used to it, but I want to make sure that, you can see that very clearly. I'm going to
Yeah.
position that, and then I'm going to set the floor plan scale. So here, I'm going to take one dimension for which I have the information for, and that's in cm. We have a few options, but I'm going to choose the one in cm, so that's 609. It's really important to set the scale because that way, the whole sizing of the 3D is in the right dimension, right?
Right.
So
But how
here
do we
in
normally
case,
find out? Sorry,
yeah.
how do we find out what is the skill that we want to do for that when we
Right,
start?
so here you can see there are dimensions here on the 2D floor plan.
Right.
There normally are, the dimensions, but in case that is not available, I would say a bedroom door is normally like 85, 90. That is quite standard. And yeah, so in case the dimensions are not there, I would simply use 80 or 90 for one of the bedroom doors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, correct. So here we can increase or decrease the transparency, and then I'm good to begin. So I'm going to start first with the external walls. So it's really easy. Just trace along all the external walls. Once again, we're creating the apartment on the left, right?
Mm.
So you can see some orange lines come out. That's our snapping
Yes.
tool. It helps the sketcher to find the 90 and 180 degrees very easily and connect. And you can see on the bottom right, the 3D is rendered in real time. The ground is automatic creation. This is something that we actually launched not long ago. And then I'm going to very quickly draw up the walls for the rest of the space. So the thing is, it's so easy that I think actually, I think a kid could do it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's just like using the Microsoft Paint and just draw lines.
Exactly. Yeah. And when you
Yeah,
see
that's
how
great.
easy it is, which is why we say that, in case the space has been renovated and modified, you can very easily like remove a wall or create a new wall to reflect the unit in its most up-to-date state. And so I am actually now done with all the walls. So quick preview. Here we go. We've got the entire space and all the walls are up. And then I'm going to show you how to very quickly just drop in some doors. So we have a few different door types, but the most common would be, this swing door, and afterwards you have a few sliding roller, which is very applicable for, let's say, commercial units. But now I'm going to very quickly duplicate these doors all around. I really like the duplicate function because it helps the creation to go really quickly.
Yeah.
So here. And if you need to, for example, bathroom doors are often smaller, you can resize it right on the floor plan itself or over here on the right. So, yeah. Wei Yong, are you actually surprised to see like how quickly
Yes.
this is being done?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you
So
struggled when you created
convenient.
your first one.
Yeah.
Okay, and here I'm going to show you something different, not a swing door, but a balcony door. So let's say it's a sliding door. I can't really see from the photo, but the agent would know. So center, and I'm going to make the height a bit wider. So 250. So I think we've got all the doors. Did we miss out anything? No. All
I
right.
saw that.
So there we go. We've got all the doors as well as the sliding door to the balcony, right? Voila.
That's
So
fast.
that's fast, yeah. So next, the windows. And I've noticed from the photo, so let me go back to the photo. So this unit doesn't have a lot of windows, or the photos don't reveal much, but I can see that the windows are not very huge. So I'm going back to the original floor plan. So if I want to see the original floor plan, I hover my mouse above the interface and I just click F, and I can see the original floor plan. I can see there's a window right here. Another one maybe in the drying area. as well as one over here, bedroom 3. But here I'm just going to simulate like dimensions very quickly, all right? Because I don't actually have them. This is going to be a double panel window. And let me just put like a bit taller. And once again, the duplicate function helps you to go like really quickly. Especially normally in a house, the windows are sharing the same dimensions from like floor to, so this one on bedroom 3 looks a bit wider. So I'm going to do a 3 panel, let's say. Last but not least, we've got the balcony. That's also a window. I'm going to show you very quickly how to create a balcony. So right here. Okay, you can see on the bottom right here, right? So I'm going to drop in a window right here where the balcony is, and the low base height all the way up to the top, and then select the railing, and with a default of 110 railing height. So you can see the balcony is done. So we've got 2 options, vertical or horizontal rails. And I think we're done with the windows. Let's have a look. So voila, there you go. So from the first, the space actually looks a bit old, but when you look at, the 3D, you find that it's actually a pretty nice apartment for a family of like 5, 3 bedrooms, all pretty good sized. Yeah, there we go. The whole 3D is there. And what's even more useful would be when you can name the spaces. So this is the dining, living. Once again, if a space has been modified, you can very quickly change the annotations. Like, for example, if an extra bedroom has been created, it could be bedroom 3 up to, I don't know, bedroom 7, whatever. Right. So here it's bedroom 3. And here I want to show you something. So this is the entrance. So we've got a special color for the entrance. And I'm going to publish that. And yep, so we've got the annotations now for every space.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Looks easy so far?
Yeah, so far so good.
So far so good. So now I'm going to up the game and show you some furnitures. This is very, interesting, especially for, let's say, a rental use case. Normally, we want to tell the tenant what's included as part of the house, and maybe, you've got a dining table that's included. It's easy to place it here, as well as, let's say, we are gonna provide a double bed in bedroom 2, and I'm gonna turn that around 180. Yeah, you can use the side to turn, or you can turn it like right here with this on the floor plan itself.
Right.
I prefer to use the sidebar. So yeah, just a simple example of furniture placements that could make communications a lot easier. Last but not least, happy to share something that we just launched, which is the compass direction. This was launched actually just this week. And I mean, this is really important information, right? People are interested to know what direction the natural light comes in from. So that's the balcony right here, where it's the where most light comes in from. So I'm going to publish and share the space through the short link. Generate a short link here, and then I'm going to share it with everyone. How do I share that with everyone? Chat.
Yeah, you can put the chat here.
Right. Here you go.
Yeah, so everyone can click on the link to take a look at the 3D plan.
Yeah, and I'm also going to load it here.
Actually, the just now that you show this compass it will be very useful, especially in Malaysia here, because whenever we talk about the property, we want to see where the sun rise and where the sun set. So with this, it really helps a lot. So now I know it's like, okay, the sun is rising at the balcony area. It's setting at the other side. So it's from east. So the sun going to set at the balcony.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and if you're into feng shui and all that stuff, I mean, this is going to come in, really handy.
Very, very helpful.
Yeah. So just, this is a really simple apartment, less than 1,000 square feet. Definitely the first time you create the 3D, you want to get used to the interface. It's maybe going to take you like 30 minutes, but after that, it should become easier and quicker. Yeah.
So just now you mentioned if let's say I got a second floor, so on the same plan I just click like I have a second floor,
Yeah.
then I will like include another floor plan and then I will trace it in. On this one.
Exactly. Level 2.
Uh,
Yeah. So
okay.
yeah. Mm.
I see. Okay, yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, so when you get to level 2, once again, you upload the same floor plan. We're still working on making multi-story creation better, but it's possible. We do have multi-story functions, and basically you can just copy the walls of the ground floor up and be able to, simulate the second floor. So wall 1,
All right.
copy wall 2, level 2.
All right.
And then we've got 2 floors already on the second floor. Yeah. I'm gonna remove the door because you don't want to fall out of the house.
From second floor. That's right.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, more modification has to be done, but definitely, we support multi-story properties as well. Very relevant for residential, for commercial. Actually, I can show you a few different. Hang on. So this is like when it's a multi-story. Obviously, I have to create a staircase. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's yeah, you can create as many floors as you want. Yeah. So maybe next time we can
Nice.
showcase, how to create a multi-story.
Yeah. Maybe we try to check from with all our viewers today whether they want to have another session to you can show us even more detail.
Sure. Happy to like do a further demo, maybe introduce some new features that are, coming up. Let me pull this up. So this is one of the, oh, sorry, this is not complete. So we have got, we have actually a few people who created, even for a commercial use case. Let me show you this one. So this is actually a property with a sunway. Seems to be a problem.
So this one is another commercial property layout that you did.
Yeah. Oh, this is. I'm only seeing the ground floor. Let me check back to see if. What's that? Let me open it on a separate link. Maybe Wei Yong, the next time you can try a multi-story. Challenge
Yeah, I
yourself.
want to try that. Yes.
Yeah, so this is a new actually this is a new launch unit. So you can see once again, the first floor. Very interestingly, this is actually a mezzanine floor. The second floor is just half, and there's actually an external access. So this could either be rented out as a single, like 1.5 floors, or you could actually board up and just rent out the second floor separately. Or you could be a cafe, create a staircase from the first to the second. And even more interesting is the top floor, which has its own access as well. So once again, could be rented out separately, has got its private room. And after seeing how easy it is to actually create and as well furnish from the 3D studio, you can turn this space into a co-working space, an office, multiple, showcasing of all the different kinds of businesses that could exist on the different floors. So it's really versatile, this a unit like this.
Yeah, in fact, I think like you mentioned just now, if we really use it to plan for renovation, this is also something that will be very useful.
Exactly. I mean, for home buyers, you want to know whether this is a space that you can spend the next 10, 20 years in, raise your family or whatever. And then for a business, you want to know, can I, grow my team here? Are the operations suitable? Here, level 1, it could be a car wash. You can park a few cars in it just to try it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for
Okay. So
landed
you
property.
still got. Okay. And in between, there's a question here. So, do a client need to download an app to open on the mobile phone?
Oh no, not at all. In fact, I just sent that short link to all of you. You can actually very easily open that link on your mobile itself, and you can load the 3D very easily. But yes, to create the space, I would recommend that you do it on a desktop or a laptop. It's just going to make it a lot easier.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, because I think nowadays, like I mentioned earlier, anything that requires no download is the best.
Of course, exactly.
Yeah.
Likewise for me, one app less is one app less, right?
Yeah. Okay. So, you got any other slides to share?
For now, no. Maybe we can, if there's any other questions that anyone has.
No,
Or
so
maybe
far don't have other questions.
let me show detached house. Sorry, detached house.
Oh, I got one question here.
Hmm.
For landed property, can we also do for outside the house until the gate, yard, etc.?
Good question. So I don't know, like the guy read my mind or something, because right now I'm gonna actually open up a multi-story of a detached house. This is a quite a big property in Singapore. So yeah, we showcased both outdoors as well as indoors gate up to the gate. And here, this one is the one that's pretty unique. They actually have a underground, basement car park that actually has a lift from the ground floor up. So yeah, so here we can showcase that, as well as they have got some water properties. I mean, this is a pool or a pond, I'm not sure. But here you can see each floor, how it all, comes together.
So if that means if I want to build something where I have the outside of the house, the build area, I have to increase it more, right?
Yeah, correct. So when you create a space right here, you can look at both
Okay.
like land
Land
area as well as build up. So just now I only put the build up because we were creating an apartment, but otherwise, yes, you can put the additional land area, and it all comes out here, right here. So, I didn't put in the land area for this unit, but the build up itself is 8823 square feet.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hope this one helped to answer one of
Yeah.
our participant question
Mm.
here. And I think I'm sure some of our participants here also want to find out if, let's say, they have a lot of property posting, but they have no time to do that. So do you have any like services that you can offer the
Oh yeah,
agents to do
sure.
that?
So I want to bring you guys to our web page. So we basically, it's a self-serve studio. We've tried to make it as easy as possible for everyone to be able to do it. But the thing is, yeah, there are definitely some people who are really agents on the go, and they would just appreciate the extra service. So yes, we do offer hassle-free sketch services, and you can just order it very easily by completing an online form. Give us your 2D. We just need the listing with some photos, and then we'll basically create the 3D and send the short link as well as the embed information to you, so that you can very quickly be able to upload that on your listing on your website. Otherwise, if you want to create the 3D on your own, we have a monthly pricing. So the median would be 99 per month for 30 3D floor plans, regardless of size. So when you can create up to 30 per month live and be able to share it with your clients, unlimited sharing. Put it on your website, on social media. And when you sell off one space, you archive that 3D, and then you can free up one space to create a new 3D.
Oh, so that means I have 30 live one.
Correct.
Anyone that has been sold, I archive it.
Yeah.
Then I still have got the 30. Oh, okay. That's good.
Definitely. And if you are one of those agents who have a lot of properties, we've got up to 80 shared spaces for 169 per month. So, I mean, the main point for us here is like right at the start, I said the reason why we created this concept is, to really let people have layout information before they even attend a viewing appointment. We find that this would save time for everyone, including the agents. And when you see that the average cost of the 3D is like 3 ringgit plus per space, and then to attend one viewing appointment could cost you 2 to 3 hours. with the traffic jam. So we find that this is a lot of agents actually find that this works very well for them.
Yeah, in fact,
Yeah.
I think now due to all this lockdown, a lot of people try to avoid going out too much. Having a diagram or a plan like this will be very helpful.
Yeah, it's an added tool, on top of photos, videos, and virtual tours. It's something additional to further help them immerse in the space, be able to make some decisions offsite virtually. I mean, it's one thing to avoid going out. It's another thing when you are, it's actually illegal to go out at the moment. So, yeah, so we're all stuck at home. And yeah, this is really one additional tool that could really help home buyers be able to immerse, virtually.
Yes. Okay, so I think we are at the end of the session already. So if we any of our attendees here, if you are interested to find out more or you want to learn, you want to subscribe to this package, we share the link in our chat room here. So you can click on this to provide your details. Then you can actually get a special price for subscribing through this webinar today. Okay. So, anything else you want to, any last words you want to share with all our audience here today?
Last words. Well, I mean, we're all under lockdown here in Malaysia. I think we have a free trial actually for a month. So this is a really good time, to actually to learn a new skill. I mean, a lot of the agents who are tuning into this webinar, this is basically an additional tool for you to really up your game as a real estate agents in such tough times. And yeah, we have a free trial. We're always available if you need some help with creating your first 3D. And afterwards, we will have based on demand, maybe another webinar where we can showcase another demo of how the 3D is created.
Yes, that'd be good. Okay, so thanks, Wanlyn, for your time.
Sure.
And thanks everyone for joining this webinar. And if there's any questions, you can anytime just email to us. You can, I think you go to even our Facebook page, you can chat with us there. Okay, right. Thanks everyone.
Sure.
Thanks and bye.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.